Hey, what's up, my little tattletales? Yo, sit down, shut the door, pull the blinds down, and unplug the TV because you know people are listening everywhere. Didn't I tell y'all that Blac Chyna was coming for her money? Y'all was sitting there laughing in the comments. Half of them were calling me liars. Okay, nobody was calling me a liar, but I wanted to do it for dramatic effect, okay? Just let me have my gloat, right? Blac Chyna has officially, I told you they already said that they want that judge removed off the case. They're also going to get the whole verdict overturned. And guess what? Blac Chyna, the documents were just filed. They are exclusive in case anybody want to be like, you just making up stuff. Be careful, you don't hear that. Like, listen, it's exclusive, right? Not to me, but it's exclusive on the mainstream outlets. And guess what? Blac Chyna literally said that the judge was hostile and biased. They are literally accusing the judge in legal paperwork of being corrupt. They're accusing him of being corrupt. You guys, this is huge legally, because usually legally, people don't do stuff like this unless they have some evidence. Y'all, let's get into this. Y'all, let me do my patent. Chyna is on top of Judge Alarcon's, or as we like to call him, Judge a liar and a con's head. She ain't letting him breathe. And Michael Rose, the Kardashians' attorney, should be upset. Y'all, the Kardashians spent about $5 million for this kangaroo court. But guess what? Maybe they paid Judge a liar and a con a little bit too much, allegedly, because it was so heavy-handed. Even the California legal system is saying, roll it back, roll it back, roll it back. You guys, let me give you a plot real quick. Remember I told y'all that Chyna had filed fake paperwork? Guess what? It now hit mainstream media. I want my flowers. Okay, fine, I'll shut up, but I do want my flowers. Second of all, let's not forget that she already got one key reversal in the Blac Chyna versus Kardashian, and she's trying to get that whole farce of a case overturned. But guess what? She's also on Judge Alarcon's head to get off of Rob and Chyna's upcoming case. Y'all, I talked about this in my members only live, but guess what, baby? We gonna have to take this to the street and talk about this some more, because baby, let's not forget anything. Again, the judge got 10 days to respond. You know what? Let's get into this mess. All right, hit that like, subscribe, comment. Come on, baby. It's YouTube. You know how it's worked. And let go. Let's get into this. Get this. Blac Chyna, hold on. Let me put in my tone of righteous indignation and the working class overruling the rich. Me. That sounds good. Here we go. Blac Chyna thinks the deck was stacked against her in her fierce legal battle with the Kardashians. She has literally accused the judge of harboring an extreme bias. Now, here's the thing. Blac Chyna actually has a point, because remember when the judge's right-hand man, Mrs. Mosley, white-hand woman, the clerk of the office, came through and literally asked Michael Rhodes, that's the Kardashian's attorney, could her daughter, who she brought to work, get a private audience with the Kardashians in their private judges' chambers upstairs? Remember that? Yeah. And remember how they tried to act like it didn't happen? And then the next day afterwards, when it got found out, she was like, oh yeah, Chai, can I get an autograph too? Remember that? Remember how the jury instructions were so favoring the Kardashians it didn't make any sense? Remember how the judge said that it was defamation per se? That means that on its face, it's defamation. It don't need to go in front of a jury. We don't got to argue out. Put it like this. I am a black woman per se. We're not arguing about it. It is what it is, period. And then the judge removed it from the jury instructions, saying that Chyna didn't prove her case. Remember that? How did you tell me I didn't need to prove anything? And then wait till the end of the trial and be like, oh wait, no. Tisa didn't prove she was a black woman, so we're just gonna leave that out of the jury instructions. Remember all that. Listen, now get this. According to the new legal docs obtained by the outlet, Chyna is accusing Judge Gregory W. Alarcon of showing an undeniably hostile and extremely biased attitude toward her and her attorney. Now, I just want to say this, right? This is them asking for him to recuse himself from the thing. They literally asked him to recuse himself. This is the paperwork. Y'all, I told y'all it was coming on Friday. I told you I had been filed. I told you it was happening. And now that we finally got major media outlets co-signing, can we sprinkle everybody with flowers? Told y'all the pill was happening, told you it's coming, and told you it's being a thing. I know. You're like, girl, shut up. You always telling somebody you told me. And that's right, I am. Now get this. Blac Chyna claims the judge's alleged bias worked against her, specifically in regards to the judge's jury instructions. Chyna thinks led to an eventual verdict, which went in the Kardashians' favor. Now here's the thing. That is not entirely true. The verdict did favor the Kardashians in terms of damages. However, it was really weird instructions. Do you think they did this? Yeah. Do you think they played a substantial role? Yeah. Do you think this happened? Yeah. All right, well, how much money do you think Chyna needs? Oh, she don't deserve nothing. That's not the way this world works. And I know a lot of people were gloating, but that's not the way this jury works. If you agreed that harm was done, there needs to be something to settle that monetary harm, right? Now get this. We're down on, and don't forget, thank you, not gout. Why do I keep calling him Judge Alarcon? We're calling him Judge a liar and a con. Now get this. Remember, the judge tossed out Blac Chyna's mama, Tokyo Toni. I know it's Tokyo Toni, but what is Tokyo Toni's real name? I actually want to know, right? Out of the courtroom for trashing Kris Jenner and her kids. And later, Tokyo Toni appeared to threaten the judge, though she claims it was actually aimed at Kris, not the judge. Now, listen, this has nothing to do with anything, but it does show the judge's bias in the way, how hard it was, right? It really does say that how hard it was, right? How hard it was to let that go. Because usually what happens is the fact that the judge even tried to toss somebody out of court without seeing the evidence, seeing the document, and just taking Michael Rhodes. Listen, we all know the judge was on some BS. We all know the judge was on some BS, but God damn it, I told you this was coming down the line. It's being recluded. Now get this. There's more. Chyna's complaints echo those of Walter Mosley, an executive producer of Rob & Chyna, who testified during the trial. Walter thinks the judge clearly favored the Kardashians and didn't seem to be a fan of Chyna's lawyer, Linciani, if that's the case. Now let's get into Walter L. Mosley, because we actually got a little bit of tea on that. Walter Mosley also accused them of bias, right? Now, they said they had the deck stacked against her in a fierce legal battle with the Kardashians. Walter Mosley thinks the Kardashians have more than an edge. They had an enormous advantage, from a gaggle of lawyers in the courtroom to an endless amount of money to drop on the case, and a judge who he says clearly favored the famous fam. It is no surprise to Mosley the Kardashians pulled off a win in terms of paying damages in the legal war with Chyna. Mosley goes on to say, "It's tricky on the Tricky with Raquel Harper podcast. It's a classic case of David versus Goliath. Mosley believes the Kardashians' legal bill came in around $5 million. But here's the juice. He said that the judge seemed to like the Kardashians and wasn't a fan of Chyna's lone lawyer. Now, I can't listen. He also noticed some unbalanced treatment from the judge when he was on the stand. Now, here's the thing, right? I can attest to that, because I do know that when Lynn asked for Michael Rhodes to be sanctioned for bringing in evidence in a courtroom that was not supposed to be in, it was the pictures that led to her revenge case against Rob, that led to months of humiliation and disrespect. When he asked her to refresh her memory about something that had nothing to do with the pictures, she opened it, saw the pictures, broke down in tears, could not compose herself. The judge did not let her take a recess. The judge did not admonish him. The judge did not do anything to punish Michael for that underhanded, like my cousin Vinny, but not Vinny, the evil lawyer, right? Trick he did, and forced Chyna to finish her testimony, even though she was clearly discombobulated. Now y'all can say, "Oh, well, I wouldn't have," but it wasn't you. You weren't humiliated. You weren't thrown for a loop. You weren't pounded mentally and then expected to actually perform. He refused to even say it. He waited to the very last minute to even talk about Lynn's motion. When Lynn talked about the motion, He got into a yelling and screaming match with her, ripped off his mask, went into his judge's chambers, and refused to come out for the rest of the thing. He literally was issuing verdicts from his chambers and sending his clerk, new clerk, not Mrs. Mosley, sending her outside to actually give the verdict. You guys, this mess gets deep. Judge Alarcon behaved, a liar and a con, behaved horribly. And for all that y'all, if y'all thought that the Taurus gang, Lynn Chyna and Angela White, aka Blac Chyna, was gonna take that injustice sitting on, I got a bridge to sell you in Brooklyn. I already knew they were coming for justice. Told y'all, if the judge has 10 days to respond, these papers were filed on Friday. That means he has until Monday coming up. He has until Monday coming up to actually respond. But y'all, things are getting juicy. Woo! Oh, also, listen. Also, I actually reached out to my sources to be like, yo, what's tea? Let me see, because I want to see if I can get my hands on the actual documents. But I'm working on it, right? Now get this, right? Lynn, again, like I said, filed a motion to for the judge to recuse himself. That was given to him, it was given to him last Thursday. He has 10 days to respond. If he recuses himself, a new court will be decided on and a new date set. If he decides to stay, then the trial will proceed. Lynn will likely file a motion or appeal right then and there. Now, of course, nobody knows what's in Lynn Chyna's mind, but this was an observer that has a legal background that is saying the way, because Lynn promised in court that she was going to go for a mistrial or overrule if he did not rule. He did what he did. He said, if you think you froggy, jump. And literally, Lynn Chyna said, ribbit, and she jumping all up and down his head. Now get this. Now listen, right now, the future of the case is in Gregory, a liar and a con's hands. But Lynn Chyna said, baby, we wrestling to the death. Now here's a real question everybody should be asking, right? Should Michael Rhodes be disbarred for the way he behaved in the case, the underhanded things he did, and maybe his too cozy with the judge relationship? Should he? Maybe. I don't know, you guys. This is heating up. I'm keeping my eyes on this. We are going to know by Monday what the judge rules, and if he stays on there, Lynn is allegedly, people are saying it's going to file a motion or appeal right then and there in the courtroom for everybody to see. You guys, woo! Happy Tuesday. And if you Blac Chyna, woo, beautiful morning. It's a beautiful morning to Lynn Chyna and Blac Chyna. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. This case is not over. We are definitely going to get Rob's case sometime in the next couple of months. And we already know that appeal is coming down the road. Lynn Chyna already won one key reversal, but baby, more coming. She's on top of Judge, a liar in a con's head. All right, y'all, I'll talk to y'all later.